What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Let's see. Any quests we could finish up? Glow shrooms and stellar ice. I could do those pretty easily. Let's pin that. Copper ingots and crangolin scales. Yeah, I could do that. Alright, let's focus on those for now. Okay, first let's see how many glow shrooms I've even got. I might already have 20. Might have way more than 20, actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. Yep. Got plenty there, and I'm one off on the scale, huh? Dang. Let's see. Did I have to turn in a shiny Geode? Can't remember. There was some kind of a Geode I had to turn in. Turn those in. What did you need? Geode cluster. Okay. Never mind. Okay, let's grab some stellar ice. Get microclimates in. I don't think I had any stellar ice around here. We might have to go by our little setup and pick some up. Yeah. That's fine. Should probably clear out all these storages that I've got just random things in. Okay, so stellar ice. Let's go grab some of that. Okay. Grab that. Crangolin scales. We can grab that after we turn this in. Okay. Where the heck was yours? It was right here. There you go. Okay, let's go see about grabbing those scales. I need one. Very awkward amount that I have to gather. I should probably check up on some of these teleporters. Yeah, I was just going to say, I wonder if these are running out anytime soon. Yes, they are. How's that for timing? Here, let's grab some of this. The way I've got these set up is I don't necessarily need to put in long-lasting fuel. It's just a matter of putting in a quantity, since I use one at a time regardless. Oh yeah, it's skipping real hard now. Pretty consistently, too. Maybe it has to do with loading in the environment. I don't know. Come on. more than enough for what we need. Alright, now. Oh, I guess I should have grabbed some copper ingots while I was over there, huh? Oh well. Let's grab them now. Oh, we actually don't have any. How about that? Well, that's fine. Oh, good. There's our other Spark Workshop. Okay, so now we do have to actually make the larger refined ether. I've been kind of lagging on setting that up. Oh well. Is what it is. Alright. Turn this, get the Geode breaker thing. Oh, they need 40. Whoops, guess I should have grabbed a little bit more. Been very interesting. Ones who've managed to grow, they're not the same ones as the ones in the wild, exactly. It's like they've been already adapted to life in the greenhouse and changed themselves to grow better here there. Nature and nurture works together. It's not just about who you are, but the environment you've lived in and learned from. A valuable lesson right there. Okay. The Vine Researcher and I have been putting a good amount of time into studying the ether flower, and we've hit a dead end. There has to be more that we can do, not just the simple greenhouse. Yes. Have to build some kind of arboretum. Oh, finally. Okay. Coral seeds, lava caps, stellar fertilizer. Okay. Well, the coral seeds I'm pretty sure we've got. At least a head start on that. Lava caps we haven't even touched yet. Maybe work on something a little less mystical just for the first step. I'm thinking we go back to the coral seed again. Maybe we can grow an even bigger reef. That would be nice. Not like I'm using them for a whole lot of anything, but still... That's not the point. Okay, let's go grab that coral, and or not coral, the ingots. The ones I should have grabbed before. Go. Perfect. Here are the blueprints. Hope you can get what you want from the geodes. But if you didn't, well, you just gotta break a few more. Okay. I heard that you and the woodsman figured out how to grow a geode cluster. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but yeah. It's so wild. Can you bring us one? Sis and I can study its composition and upgrade the geobreaker so I can work with it. Ooh, so it can work with it. Very cool. Okay, we gotta deliver a geode cluster. We'll even give it back. We just want to see one. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so... Heater and cooler, we're working on that right now. Geode clusters, we're working on it. Waypoints, I don't really care that much about. Geode breaker, we can keep that there. Okay, so... We've got the geode breaker. I don't have many of the things necessary for that. Look at all these things that we're going to unlock. love to see it. Alright. I haven't unlocked very many tools lately. Okay. So all these various things, that gets turned into those. These get turned into volcanic soil, copper, ore, glow shrooms. Those can turn into coal. Okay, so either way, you're getting soil from the geodes, which is fine. The big difference is whether or not you get soil, coal, copper, or whether you get mushrooms or not. So you don't really get a whole lot of incredibly useful things, but that's probably the way you're supposed to, you know, get extra copper once your copper nodes start to run out, maybe. Interesting. Alright. Well, it is what it is. So, what's the best way for us to get geodes? It was from breaking rocks and stuff like that, right? Okay, where do we get geode clusters? We can make geode clusters from the Arboretum, which in order to unlock the Arboretum, we need to get the coral seeds, the lava caps, stellar fertilizer. Okay, so I guess we should work on the fire shroom clusters then. Okay. So, we need a plant extractor. We need to use a plant extractor on glow shrooms. Yeah, that's a fire shroom cluster. That turns into glow shrooms and lava caps. Yeah, glow shrooms. Okay, yeah, glow shrooms and stellar fertilizer get turned into fire shroom clusters in the greenhouse. And then we can obviously turn those fire shroom clusters back into the glow shrooms and the lava caps. So we're going to need stellar fertilizer. So we need to make stellar leaves, which require stellar seeds and stellar ice. Okay. How do we get stellar seeds? Okay. That's in a greenhouse, so volcanic soil and stellar seeds. Oh man, this is yeah, this is becoming a thing. Okay. So volcanic soil then, the best way for us to get that is obviously through geode clusters, which I don't have a great way to get those yet because we don't have the geode clusters. Well, okay. I guess for the time being we can set up stellar leaf production via a plant extractor. So we'll need the greenhouse. Yeah, we'll need a greenhouse plant extractor setup. So, okay. Alright. I guess we'll go to where we have our stellar ice set up for now. We'll just kind of slap something down. Although now that I'm thinking about it, do we really need to incorporate stellar ice? I guess stellar ice is used in the fertilizer, right? Okay, so we're going to need a greenhouse, which is set up for this. Let's just put this here for now. I'm going to put down a geode breaker here. just for now. Random output. We built a geode breaker. Each geode contains a random item. The geode breaker will break open the geode and give you one of 3 items. Keeps its output empty to ensure that it can work on the next geode. Okay, that's not a problem. It's relatively easy to fix. Okay, we will need a plant extractor. We can put this here, I guess. Sure. Okay. So you need seeds and volcanic soil. I don't have much volcanic soil at all. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually put in these handy sparks that I got before. 9.4 minutes. How about that? $3.5 a minute, as opposed to, not you, 2.1 a minute. Not bad. And we'll also throw a couple of you in there. Okay. So, we did get soil from this, which is good. I could pretty easily get this sorted, I think. We just have to set up a little bit of a collection on various outputs. Although I think it would depend on which geodes that I have in there, right? So we're going to need a total of 4 outputs? Is that right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, four outputs. Okay. Not a problem. And you can go like this. We'll need an item filter on either of these. We'll put the volcanic soil on this one. We can put the copper on this one. And I don't have any of the other things that it'll make. Right. Okay, so I guess I should go collect all of my geodes and put them in here. I've got a few. These, I'll take the soil, take those, I'll even take the glow shrooms. I don't think I needed anything else from here. Nothing here. Okay. Okay, so we can make you the mushrooms. There we go. Yet again, we can put that in there. Then we can put a crate here. Temporarily, we can do that. Not a problem. Then whenever we get coal, we can put it in here, and that'll be fine. Okay. So, you require the seeds. You require the flowers. Or the leaves, rather. guess we'll have to get started on getting at least one of those first. Okay. How do we get the leaves first? Stellar seeds, obviously. We're going to need a surplus of those for the stellar fertilizer anyway. Okay, so we can extract seeds from the stellar ice. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Let's just put down another one of these. And we'll put this over here. Obviously, we'll change the recipe. Okay. There we go. That's going to make us rocks. Fun. A little awkward that the outputs are shaped that way. I can't really feed them directly into it that way, unfortunately. So we'll have to kind of extend it up this way slightly. We'll have to also extract the rocks from here, which means I should probably move this down slightly. Put that right there. We'll have to put a crossing in here. And so I'll put it like that, sure. Okay, crossing this way. And we can put a crate here. Well, I guess I don't need to put it that way. Okay, then the volcanic soil needs to go across here and come across there. Yeah. That should be fine. Okay. So we're going to need to get rid of the stone that's accumulating here, considering that's just basically going to be garbage. So we can just do this. You can go here, you can go here. How much soil did it need? 2? Yeah, it just needs 2. I don't need to have a big, huge hauler here. Oh wait, that's not the soil. That's the seeds. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. We don't need a whole lot of input for that anyway. Okay. Now we can do the obvious stuff here and make it so that movement is only done if you are doing things. Okay. So you are going to leave here when you have... I don't even know how many you can carry. 20? 20, no, it actually might even be 40 seeds you can hold a lot of. Yeah, it's 40. Okay. So let's make this 40 and just not even worry about that. This will be 0, that's fine. This will be 0. This is going to be 2. That's 0. Well, I guess I don't need this one, actually. Here, just get rid of that. That's fine. Okay, so now we're just waiting on the production. Good. It's our first usage of these new crafty sparks, by the way. What are these ones called? These ones are called handy sparks. So good for them. Okay, so now the thing is we need to set up the coal. So you come here. There we go. Now you may proceed. So at least temporarily, these things should get sorted out just fine. And I can set up a larger excess storage for these things, which might as well do now. Okay, let's put these into big crates for the time being. I'll actually need to move those down another. Yeah. Okay, so you are going to have a center path that comes down this way. Okay. Same thing, item filters. I didn't, strictly speaking, need to have this inventory set up as segregated as it is, but that's okay. We actually have quite a few of these, huh? Then you can go here. Not you either. Here we go. Okay. So that'll help with the overflow issues. Okay. So you need more seeds, so we're working on gathering those. That'll be fine. So you're producing not quickly. It's going to be a while, actually. So tell you what, let's set this up for equal to or lesser than 10, huh? There you go. That'll give you a little bit more leniency as far as depositing. Okay, so now this is making seeds. So we are going to need to turn those seeds, or rather, no, this is making leaves, and then those leaves need to get turned into extra seeds and stellar ice and all that stuff, and we can deposit those slightly separately. Thank you, autosave. It's already been a half an hour. Alright, so pretty simply, we can just do that. There we go. Now then. Yeah, we can just turn these just straight into storage then. I think. Since we're already producing the ice and gathering that, that's getting dropped off over here. And then the seeds, we're already gathering from that, so... Yeah, okay. guess we can just do that then. So let's come over here and do this. Nice. Okay, so how many are you producing of all of these things? 3 and 5. Okay. I think that would warrant having a couple of you guys on here. Ah. Hate it. Okay. Okay. You were 3. And you're going to be 5. Okay. Cool. I guess. So what's going on here? Oh, you have to set it up for each individual. Huh? Okay. I mean, that's not a big deal. I could just set up different ones. So if that's the case, we're just gonna have to move some of this stuff then. Do I have enough things in order to make more geodes? I do, actually. So we're gonna need 3 of these, huh? Shiny. Here to be cracked. I guess for the time being it doesn't really matter that much, because I don't really have a whole lot of geodes. I don't have a way to really make them. Ah, whatever. Let's just get rid of these then. Okay, so... I guess those are cracked ones. Kind of hard to tell on some of the looks. Okay. I'll have to get an actual geode processing facility eventually. But for now, I'm not too worried about it. And hey, look, our facility's actually up and running now. Wonderful. Okay. Well, that's the first step of that. Not bad. So the next thing is we're going to need stellar fertilizer production. So stellar fertilizer production is going to require the leaves, right? Fertilizer and leaves. Well, we've got fertilizer already here, so we can combine those. That was via which facility? Alchemy Lab. Okay. So, Alchemy Lab, stellar fertilizer. Let's just have it go out this way, I think. Yeah. There's my timer. All right, let's just put it here for now. Okay, so what's the best way for us to get the leaves out this way? I would prefer that they come out here as a priority first. probably be better for me to do it out this way. Then the fertilizer can come up this way. Oops. Okay, so our big holdup is going to be our soil, which, it is what it is. Figure that out, I guess. Let's put another crate right here. Alright, 0, you're going to be 20, I think. Stop them from constantly moving back and forth. I think I'm actually okay with just having one guy on this whole path. Yeah, that's fine. This will be 20. I don't know what the limit is on leaves. 20. Now they burn fast. I suppose that makes sense. They are ice-based leaves. Okay. A little bit of a mess as far as, you know, if you look at it for too long, but not too bad. Well, how are you doing on breaking stuff? Not terrible. Alright. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for that episode. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.